It's Amy with A2ZStamping.com. And today I wanted to show you a really easy card. I needed a happy retirement card, and so I thought, well, what can I throw together real quick? And I wanted to use the Flower Shop stamp set. I've always loved this stamp set, but sometimes when they don't come with sentiments, I tend to overlook them. But I finally picked this one up because these flowers are so cute, but it also coordinates with our Pansy Punch. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to get this now, and I think I know what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'm going to be using all 6 flowers on the Flower Shop, and this is the size that they are. These are clear mount stamps, which means there are red rubber, and these stamp really nicely. So anyway, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start with, I need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is just basic Whisper White cardstock, and it's cut at 5.5 by 3 1/4. Let's make sure. Yep, 5.5 by 3 1/4. And my card is going to go horizontal this way. The card's going to open up like this. So I want to stamp onto here. So I'm going to be stamping with pumpkin pie. My whole card is just going to be pumpkin pie and Whisper White. I thought that looked really good, and I just wanted it to be simple and easy. So first thing we're going to do is, since we're stamping all 6 of them, I need to, I'm going to have to, let's see, figure out my pattern. So let's look here again at the cover. You'll notice that 3 of the stamps, they stamp dark, the color of the ink, and 3 of them are clear through the background. So I just kind of want to place my stamps on my paper so I kind of get an idea. I want to use the dark ones a little bit off, and then I want to use the clear ones in more, I want those to cover the whole thing. So let me just kind of lay these out here, and so it looks like this one will go right over there. All right, looks good. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is ink up my stamp, and I want to scooch everything over because I want to get my Stampin' Scrub out and ready to go. All right, got my Stampin' Scrub here. Okay. All right, let me move these over just a little bit. All right, here we go. And I have my grid paper underneath because I am going to be stamping off a little bit of the paper. All right, so my first one's going to go right here. So just press, don't rock, and just lift up. Perfect. Scrub, dry, take that one off. Now I think I'll do this one. So I'm going to ink it up and stamp that one right here. Perfect. I love this one. That's so cool. But look at that. That one's really neat too. All right. And I am using a C block here. Okay, now I'm going to ink up this one. And this one's going to go right here. And I think I'm going to do a tiny bit of that one right here. All right. Clean that one off. Next, I'm going to go with this bottom one right here. This one's going to go like this. Cute. That one kind of reminds me of a shamrock. Okay, this one, ink it up. It's going to go right here. And finally, this one. We're going to go right here. And then I'm going to do just a little bit right here. All right. And clean that one off. Okay. So that's all the stamping I'm going to be doing on this. Then I want to stamp one of them. Let's see, which one do I want to do? I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to give this one a try. Put that back on. And I need a scrap piece of pumpkin pie cardstock, which I've got right here. I'm going to ink that up. I'm just going to stamp it right there. Looks good. Okay, clean off my stamp, put it away. Now I have one more thing I want to stamp before I put my ink away. Let me set this aside. And I just need a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, so I've got that again right here. And I'm going to stamp, I needed a sentiment, so I'm using the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. You guys, seriously, you have to have this stamp set. This is another one of those stamp sets when I'm looking through the catalog that I would just pass by because there's no pictures or well, there's no images or anything, and so I just skip it. But you guys, this has every saying you could possibly ever want. Happy New Year, sweet treats, Happy Father's Day, Happy Retirement. That's what I want. I'm so sorry, Happy Halloween. There's everything on here. So anyway, I'm going to be using the Happy Retirement. And I've got that all ready to go right here on my G block. And this is also a clear mount stamp. So I'm going to ink it up, and I'm just going to stamp it right here. Okay, let me clean off my stamp, dry it off. All right. And now I'm done with my scrub. And I'm done with my ink, so I can put that away before I ink everything up. Now I'm going to take the classic label punch. I popped it open, and this coordinates with the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. You just put it in, line up your words. If you lightly press, you can kind of hold it in place to see where you're at. Okay, right. Looks good, right? Oh, looks a little bit over to the right. Okay, how about right there? I like it. Punch, okay? And then you just push the button back to store it flat. And then I want to grab the Pansy Punch, and I'm going to cut this guy out. So this one takes a second to kind of line it up, but get it all lined up how you want it. Here, let's see. I'm going to go just like, I'm sure, okay. Here we go. Hard for me to see at this angle. Okay. Sorry about that. My little one walked in. All right, so I'm gonna line this up. That looks good, and punch it out. All right. Okay, close this one up. All right, and now we're ready to assemble our card. So I need a base, and I'm going to use pumpkin pie. This was cut at 8.5 by 5.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So I'll fold that over. Use my bone folder to get a nice crease. All right, and then I had a little tiny scrap piece left of silver glimmer paper, and I was just gonna throw it away, and then I thought, oh no, that would look really good on this. Like literally, these were 2 scraps I had left. So I'm going to lay these on here, and I need a little bit of adhesive. All right, and so these are 5, come on, these are 5.5 inches long, and this would probably be easier just to do with glue dots, but I'm just going to put this on right here across the top. So when you have just a tiny bit of glimmer left, you may want to hold on to it, because you never know when a project's going to come up. All right. So I'm going to put some SNAIL adhesive on the back of this. Since now I have adhesive on here, I'm going to glue myself to everything. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. And since this is 5.5 inches long, right, sorry about that again. Okay, so I'm going to line that up. Okay, now actually the SNAIL adhesive does not work that well on the glimmer paper. So for this one, let me get a little bit more adhesive. The back of this one, just so I can get it down. Okay, what's going on here? I'm going to get this down just under this one. So that looks good about right there and right there. Okay, but now I'm going to take a couple glue dots. The glue dots stick really well to the glimmer paper, so that's what I recommend using. And I'm just going to stick one glue dot under there. All right. Get that down. All right. Okay, see? Ooh, look at that, shiny. All right, the last thing we need to do is I'm going to take a dimensional and stick it just on the back of my little punch here, and I'm going to stick that about right there. And then I'm going to take my Happy Retirement, and you guys, we can get mini dimensionals now, but I don't have them yet. I've ordered them, but they haven't come yet. So I just take a regular dimensional and cut it in half. But I can't wait to get the mini dimensionals. Those are going to be awesome to use on little tiny things like this. And I'm going to stick this on the front. And then finally, to finish this off, I'm going to take my rhinestones. And I am going to put a rhinestone on all of the flowers. So I'm going to put a big one here. I like to sort of get them in place and then press, so that just kind of slide it into place press. All right, let me see, one. I'm going to do some big ones and some small ones too. Let's see. Let's go 3. Oh, stuck to my finger. Got adhesive everywhere. Okay. 4. Come on. I can peel these off with my fingers since they already come with adhesive on them. When I have fingernails, I have no problem. When I have no fingernails, I just use my bone folder. I just use the bone folder to place these, and it's really easy to maneuver them. Okay, and one more. Let's go right here. All right, and there's my card. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. Can you see that? It's hard to tell. Let me see if I can grab my lighting so you can see how shimmery that is. So pretty. And here's one I did earlier that's just a little bit different. So this one still has the rhinestones, but this one, instead of doing the glimmer paper there, I cut a pansy punch out with the glimmer paper and then mounted them on top of each other. So you can see each card. They're so pretty. I wish you could see them in real life. Let me get real close. Look at that. So pretty. Anyway, so there you go. There's a super easy card using teeny tiny wishes and the Flower Shop stamp set. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit me at a2zstamping.com to find out what's going on. Thanks, guys. Bye.